I grew up with 8 brothers and sisters. I had so many different kind of styles and genres coming into my house because everybody was into different things. And I think that's kind of made me the way I am now. Like, even with my album, there's quite a lot of variety and a lot of fusing of sounds. Gospel's definitely had a big impact on like my kind of musical development. Kirk Franklin, Hezekiah Walker, like loads of the old school great gospel artists. I had to sing in church, man. If I didn't sing in church, I'd be in a lot of trouble with mum, so yeah. We won't come down until we hit the ground and pass out. Pass Out, I produced, actually, it was just like an 8-bar loop that I had in my studio, and I played that 8-bar loop to Tiny, and he was just like, I'm feeling this one. At the time, I was a producer, writer, and I was working with publishing labels, and everybody was asking me to do everything but what I did. And it was like, oh, we want a Lady Gaga record, we want a, Beyonce Halo, and it was like, I'm bored of this stuff, man. I can't make what they make because that's them, you know what I mean? And why do I want to make secondhand pop records? So then I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do me. And the moment I decided to do that, it just totally kicked off for me. So and I didn't expect that to do anything, honestly. We had a lot of buzz from America as well, and that was just odd for me, and just Europe as well kind of went off on the record. So to see that it's done what it's done after me just being this, small little Labrinth from the UK, is amazing, man. I remember me and Tiny were performing it on stage at a festival, and Prince William came and stood beside us on side of stage and totally went insane to Pass Out, and that was like one of the biggest moments for us, man. I was a bit musically frustrated, and I was like, it's time to make a banger, man. I don't think people, I felt like, a lot of people kind of were calling me the producer and was like, almost kind of kept on pushing me in the background. So I was like, sometimes the loudest person in the room is the one that gets noticed. So I felt like Earthquake was the best way to be the loudest guy in the room. And I felt like, when I made that record, I was just like, I don't know, I'm not usually the kind of guy to just like go in on my keyboards, but I was jumping around the studio on that record, and I had a lot of fun, and I felt like people felt that energy and that kind of excitement. So that's what Earthquake was about for me, just making some noise so people can hear me, man. Yeah, Electronic Earth, yeah, in the US. It's already been released in the UK, and we went in at number 2, just under Nicki Minaj, which was funny. I was fighting that girl. To make your own record after making singles for people is a whole different thing, and it's definitely been a testing experience, and also been a great experience in terms of building my confidence as an artist and putting me on the stage, like, instead of sitting in a room creating beats, man. Simon's cool, man. Simon's a good guy, like, and he's been very supportive, like, in terms of, and he's hungry, like, he's like, I want this guy to be big. He needs to be big, and I really respect that. Like, if somebody has got more passion than you have about yourself, that's amazing. So yeah, I'm happy about getting involved with him. Even in the UK, like, there's been a lot of buzz, and I've had the chance to work with some amazing artists that, a couple years ago that would have never happened. So yeah, man, I'm just coming as a humble musician, gonna wave my hand, give them the royal family wave, and hopefully they accept it. they accept me with open arms. Musical freedom all day, Labrinth.